Hello, we are live on YouTube again. Hello, hello, hello. If you're tuning in live, please write in the chat where you're from. And yeah, I want to know where you're from. And if you are watching the replay or the upload of the live, type in replay or upload. And also let me know where you're from. So today we are going to have another from 9 to 5 to entrepreneur vlog. And I just wanted to actually just update you on paying off my debt. So for those of you who are very new to this channel, hello, welcome. My name is Care. This is my vlog channel, and I am a manifestation and success coach. In October 2021, I quit my full-time job and made the decision to go full-time entrepreneur. And since then, I've learned a lot of lessons. I've tried a lot of things. I failed a lot and I succeeded a lot. And I wanted to share my insights and the things that I go through and the things that I learn during this journey from 9 to 5 to entrepreneur, because I know that there are a lot of you who want to make that leap, from going from their 9 to 5 into entrepreneurship. But I know how fucking scary that seems to be, because taking that leap seems like you're trying to jump to the other side of a mountain that's like, I don't know, like 80 feet away, right? It feels like that. I know it felt like that for me, at least. So, 2 months ago, on February 1st, I made a vlog about paying off debt. And I want to let you know that at that time, I was in about $25,000 of debt. And it scared the shit out of me. I'm not going to lie. I had never been in so much debt before, other than my student loans, which was like over a decade ago, because that's when I was in university and in college. And that was the only loan that I took out. But in 2021, I decided to say, F it, I'm going to live my best life. And at that time, that meant that I would just use whatever credit cards I had and just figure out the rest later. And I don't really recommend that, especially if you don't have income coming in with your business or from other sources of income, like a steady stream. But that's in hindsight. And I think every single situation where you go from a 9 to 5 to entrepreneur is very different. And it just really just depends on your current situation and what kind of income you have coming in. So it's been 2 months since that vlog. And at that time, when I made that vlog, I was in a very desperate situation. And as someone who practices manifestation on a daily basis, I study it, I live it, I breathe it, I embody it. It is my life's work. It is my business. It is my bread and butter. It is my baby. And I love teaching people about manifestation, and I love learning about manifestation, and I love guiding my clients to manifest what they want in their life and do what they love and just live their best life, because like I really value freedom. Like, freedom is one of my core values. It's also the core value of my business as well, Magnetic Unicorn. And I really believe in helping people create more freedom in their life, right? Because that's really just what we want is freedom. When we say we want to manifest something, it's because we want freedom. We want freedom. We want to feel good. We want to feel fulfilled, right? We want to feel amazing. We want to feel loved and awesome and epic, and so much more positive feelings. And when I made that vlog 2 months ago, I was actually in a space where I was focusing too much on trying to manifest money. I was focusing way too much on trying to manifest wealth, because I really believe that if I try to focus on manifesting wealth, then I would be able to get the money to pay off my debts. And I want to tell you that that's not wrong, and it's a good start, but that's actually not how you manifest money. So I was at my friend's house the other week, cat sitting and dog sitting, and also house sitting for her while she got to enjoy with her family some time in Mexico. And I'm like, yo, I want to go to Mexico next. I will go to Mexico next because I will be on a beach. And I realized that while I was in her house, I was just with the animals and I was also mostly by myself and also taking client calls and working on my business. I realized that I didn't need to focus on money anymore because when the more and more that I tried to focus and manifest money and wealth, the more I just felt very resentful. And the more that I just got really scared and worried and anxious about it. And then it just clicked one morning for me. I woke up and immediately I went to my phone. And this is a major no-no for like just my self-care routine. I've been doing it a lot lately and I'm trying to actually stop looking at my phone first thing in the morning unless I'm doing a meditation or just something very calming in the morning. But for some reason, I was very called to go to Facebook and look through my notifications. And I get a lot of notifications of some live events from other coaches on like how to be abundant and how to get more clients for your coaching business, right? And then and so I went to the how to get more clients for your coaching business like event notification. And I looked at it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna join this. And then I exited, and then I saw another notification for a live event called I'm Abundant. And I believe that event was either today or it's tomorrow. And I looked at the description for that event on the page, and it said something about manifesting abundance. And that's when it all clicked that it wasn't actually money that I needed to focus on manifesting, it was abundance I need to focus on manifesting. 3 weeks ago, I was looking into how to manifest wealth, and a lot of manifestation coaches out there. And I do study a lot from different manifestation coaches because there's always more to learn. And it helps me guide my clients even better with their manifestations too. And I noticed that a lot of the books that I read and a lot of like Abraham Hicks, like they all said to focus on being grateful for the abundance that you already have. And I was very grateful for the abundance that I already have, but there was still that like niggling feeling in the back of my head that was like, you don't have money. So, like, it's really hard to be grateful for the abundance that you have. So, I was like, thank you for my lights. Thank you for my running water. Thank you for my shower. And, that still made me feel really good. But in the back of my mind and the back of my subconscious, like, I was just kind of like, no, like, still, this doesn't feel right. So I realized that I just needed to take a different approach to this. And that's when it clicked that morning where it was like, you know what? Let's focus on manifesting abundance. Like, let's not just focus on being thankful for abundance, but let's manifest abundance. So I shifted my focus from trying to manifest money. I just didn't give a shit anymore, but I took aligned action, like asking for a client for a payment that they offered to pay for a free session. Actually, I was really grateful that they offered to pay that, and it's actually really important to just receive and take things when things are offered to you. You can say either yes or no. Say yes if you want it. Say yes, right, and receive it. Um, and I started to just shift on manifesting abundance. And I was like, you know what? Like, thank you for this food that I get to eat at my friend's house. Thank you for this time that I get to spend with the pets. Like, oh, and I was just focused on things that I would buy with the money. And I was like, you know what? Like, I will go to Portugal. I will live in Portugal. I will live in Taiwan. I will work here. I will live in Vancouver, right? I will live in San Francisco. I will live in the United States. I will work in the United States. I want to do this. I want to do that. And the more that I focused on that abundance, oh my God, I took my focus off money and forgot about money, but I still appreciated and love money. And guess what? More money came into my life. I started to become more aware of the opportunities that I already had in my life that was actually sending me money. So, for example, um, the client that kept telling me I would be happy to pay you for this session, right? I had an intuitive hit to ask him again if I could receive payment, and I'd received payment. It wasn't the exact payment that I wanted, but I received a big chunk of payment, and I'm very grateful for his payment and for being able to work with him. Then I manifested an opportunity where I could get paid to go look at an apartment. And the thing is, at the same time, I am actually searching for apartments. I just realized that my camera is just a little bit out of focus. So let me see. Can I is there like camera settings on here? No, I don't have any camera settings. Okay, I'm gonna do this and see if this works. Okay, I think it's a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe that got worse. Try to focus here. Okay. Anyways, so I realized that the more that I focus on the things that I would get with the money, instead of focusing on the money itself, that's actually what would manifest the money, right? Because when you set the intention to get something or that you will get something, the universe just wants to give it to you, right? The universe is like, okay, you've given me an order or you've given me an assignment. I like to say assignment because there's that song on TikTok that's like, I understood the assignment, and I can't remember who it's by. But I love that song so much. And a lot of other people like to use the Amazon example. So it's like you order a package from Amazon, and it's like the universe is like actually, wrapping up your package and then putting it into the truck so that the truck can drive it to you and put it into your mailbox, right? And you don't have to like constantly check on the truck or check on the tracking or whatever it is, or call Amazon multiple times to make sure where it is. You ordered it and you know that it's going to come to you, right? You don't really give a shit about what's happening behind the scenes. And then Amazon ships you your item, right? That's exactly what it's like when you are setting that intention for what it is that you want to manifest. If you're like, okay, I want to manifest $100,000 in my business because I want to buy a new house, right? So your actual intention is, I intend to buy a house, right? I intend to buy $100,000 house. And then you focus on why you want to buy the house. It's like, oh, I intend to buy a house because I want my family to feel safe and nourished and have fun in a big house. I want to have fun in a big house, right? So you focus a lot on those different things, and that's what actually pulls you into the vortex and draws you in like a magnet to your actual manifestation, right? So when you set that intention out there, it's like the universe is Amazon, and the universe is just packaging up your manifestation, and then you just go about and just enjoy your day, right? Do something else, focus on another manifestation. And that's exactly what I did, was just focus on manifesting abundance, focus on manifesting these different things. And at the same time, the universe is like, okay, I'm going to deliver you both. So here's an assignment where you can go and look at an apartment, but also at the same time, maybe get paid for going to look at that apartment. I still have yet to move forward on that, but I'm just letting you know that that opportunity has come up because I focused on more on the things that I wanted to do with this money rather than the money itself. Um, and if we're going back to the paying off debt, because this is exactly what the video is titled for today, the live is titled for today. Yes, I was actually able to pay off some of my debt. So I had some electricity bills that were piling up, and it was a little bit scary because I was getting some notices in my emails and also in my mail saying that this was the final notice, that my electricity is going to get shut off if I don't pay this, at least this past due balance. And I was getting like, I was like, okay, great, I'm gonna have to manifest this. So I was able to manifest the money, and I manifested this through my business. Thank God. Thank goodness. And I paid off a chunk of my electricity bill. I also, because I felt a little bit more nourished and secured, I also just tapped. I also actually I've been looking up a lot of different ways on how to manifest paying off debt. Right, I'm no longer scared of the term debt. I know there's a lot of coaches out there that say to stay away from the term, but I think it just really depends on how you feel about the term, right? Because if debt to you is really like scary, then yeah, maybe you want to stay away from that term. But if it's a very neutral term to you and you feel very neutral about it, like go ahead and use it, right? As long as you're using it in a way that shows that you are like you are working to pay it off, right? Then that's okay. Um, so I realized that the more that I just researched into paying off debt, either like the tangible way, which is just like increasing my income as much as possible, right? Or the manifesting way, which is like, focusing on the feeling that I would get if I were to pay off my debt. And I was like, well, if I were to pay off my debt, but also like have the money coming in, I would feel very nurtured, right? And I know that um, money invokes a different feeling for everyone. It's not the same for everyone. And you can definitely try to force yourself to feel a certain way about money, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would just kind of start where you're at right now. So if you say you feel nurtured by money and feel supported by money, that's okay. And then as you raise your frequency, as you raise your vibration with money, you may feel differently about it. You may be like, oh, I feel really calm with money, or I feel really replenished by money, right? um for me, it's like I feel nurtured, I feel supported, and I feel replenished, right? So the more that I focus on feeling nurtured and nourished and supported, that was actually how I manifested my enough money for like my money withdrawal from PayPal. So when I got paid from my client, it went to my business PayPal account. And then I have the option to withdraw it into a bank account, right? So that's what I did. I withdrew it from my bank account to a bank account. And the thing was that it was expected to land into my bank account by April 13th. And that was a little scary, but I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm okay with April 13th. And I let go. I surrendered to the process. I trusted the process. And I then had a mental breakdown earlier today. I was trying to do a test for a freelance project that I was very interested in, but I've actually just let it go now. I realized it's not really aligned to like what I want to do long term. So I actually let it go. I said I was going to actually take the test again. I failed the test today, but I was going to take the test again tomorrow, and I scheduled it in. But then I was like, you know what? I said yes too soon to this. Like Fridays are my off days. I make no exceptions at all. Fridays are like my fun days. They're fun Fridays. I don't focus on work at all on Fridays. I just focus on having fun and just having a good time. So I actually was able to manifest the withdrawal coming to my bank account very quickly. Actually, just 2 days after I submitted the request to PayPal. So what actually ended up happening was after I had my mental breakdown, I kept asking myself in the universe, I was like, what can I do? Like, what can I really do to just feel better and get out of this? And because I was feeling so anxious, I was getting so worried that I was like getting triggered because when I failed the test for this new freelance project that I was so excited about, like I felt threatened. I felt like my security would be threatened. I felt like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to make enough money to pay my expenses and pay off my debts. And that's when a little voice inside of me was like, hey, you have like 50 missed calls on your phone. And I had been avoiding my calls for such a long time because I was just so scared of being confronted about these expenses I needed to pay. And what I realized was I was actually falling into the same um, area that I was falling into back in 2019, right before my spiritual awakening happened, because I was just avoiding everything, right? I was avoiding the realistic, real life stuff, the bills and stuff like that. And part of my spiritual growth was actually being able to, like pick up the phone and have a responsible conversation about my bills. So that's what I did today. I went through about 3 or 4 of my missed calls, and I listened to the voicemails. And uh, one of them was for my student loans, and the other one was for my credit card, my Amex credit card. And I called Amex, and it was a wonderful conversation. I had a wonderful conversation. It just flowed very easily. There was no intimidation. There was no one being like, "Oh my god, like you have to pay this. Oh my god, like urgent, urgent, urgent." And the reason why I say that, the reason why I was so afraid of actually answering the phone call was because the last time that I actually had a phone call from Amex like that, I felt very pressured. I was actually asked like, "When can you give the money in?" And I felt very pressured at the time, and I was able to manifest like the money very quickly to pay off my balance. Um, but I felt like it was just like so quick that I didn't really grasp what was going on. And now I realize that actually I have control over that. Um, and like I talked about a few financial solutions with the representatives. I was talking with 2 people. They were so amazing, so nice, and so understanding. And I just felt very safe to explain my situation and let them know that I quit my job in October 2021 to pursue full-time entrepreneurship. I got too ambitious, I got overconfident, and it didn't work out the way that I thought it would work out. And so right now, and they asked me some very empathetic questions, which I just answered very calmly. And I was like, they asked me if I was looking for a job, like what's going on now, and I said, well, I'm actually waiting for an like income to come in. That's all I say because um, it's like I have no idea if I'm gonna go back to a job. I'm open to it, and what I really want to do and focus on is making income from my business and my multiple sources of income. So they were super understanding, and I just let them know exactly what's going on, like what expenses I have to pay, like what money is coming in, when can I pay them next. And I said, you know what, like I'll probably be able to pay you like next month, like May. I think about May I will be able to pay you. And that's all they really care about. They just need some communication. Um so they told me that I had a payment due on April 10th, and I explained to them that that was like really soon because my expected payment from my business wasn't going to get into my personal bank account until April 13th. And so we went over the options, and it turns out that I have membership points on my Amex card that I can actually convert to helping me pay off my bill. But the thing is, they tried it, and the system won't let them unless I pay off that outstanding previous due balance. So what ended up happening was I got off the phone with them, and oh my god, I checked my bank account. I actually had an inkling earlier this morning to check my bank account, but I forgot my password. Like, I couldn't get in. So it must have been the universe being like, not right now, but still check it today. And I checked my bank account, and guess what? I had $240.45 extra in my savings account. And I knew that that was a manifestation because I was feeling so calm, so nurtured, so supported, and so understood. And that's when the money came in because I also just let go too. I was like okay with it being on April 13th, and I was doing what I could on the sidelines to help me feel nurtured and safe and supported with my debt, the debt that I had. So I knew at that point that I had uh, a decision to make, because I I actually had the intention for that money to be used for my electricity bill. And then I realized that that was also enough. That amount was also enough to pay off that past balance with Amex. And I was like, well, what is more important right now? Having electricity or paying off this credit card? And the number one rule that a lot of success videos or memes or whatever talk about, and like rich people talk about, is always to pay yourself first, right? And paying yourself first to like has many different definitions. And to me, it means doing what I need to do to meet my needs. And my need was to keep the electricity on in my house. Because if I don't have any lights, I can't read my books. I can't go on the internet. I can't use my laptop. I can't film videos because I need to plug my phone in or my laptop in, right? I can't do too much. So I made the executive decision to choose my electricity bill and pay off some of my electricity bill. And I'm really happy with that. And then I took a little bit of that and I treated myself to ice cream. I was feeling very, very like every Thursday, actually, I call it treat myself Thursdays, like treat yourself Thursdays. So I always make sure that every single Thursday or at least once a week I treat myself, or like I like get something nice for myself. And today it was it was a chocolate sauce that hardens on top of malted mini egg and vanilla bean ice cream. I have been watching a lot of DQ shorts, like DQ YouTube short videos, and I'm just craving the dip cone. Like dip cones are so awesome. I also manifested some DQ coupons in the mail, so I'm hoping to find a DQ location somewhere. There is one. There is a few next to me, so I can get some blizzards and like dip cones. But yeah, anyways. So I love DQ, and uh, it was great. So I was able to manifest that, um, and I was able to actually get Shakepay today. So with Shakepay, they have this like random giveaway where if you use the Shakepay Visa card to buy something, you get entered into a random giveaway where they actually pay you back that amount that you spent in Bitcoin. Really cool. And I had gone and treated myself to a nacho date night on Tuesday. So instead of Taco Tuesday, it was Nacho Tuesday. And I only spent about $2.38 because I actually had a Groupon. So I didn't have to spend too much money. And I was just thinking to myself, actually, at the time where I was like, you know what, like I might get Shake Paid. It'd be cool to get Shake Paid. And I got Shake Paid I got Shake Paid like today, which was awesome. So I'm so happy and grateful that happens. And I've just been focusing a lot on manifesting the money to pay off my debt. I've been studying a lot, studying different articles, Googling things on manifesting, paying off my debt. And also just like keeping my vibration as high as possible, like just helping myself just be as happy as possible and focusing on abundance rather than money. And the opportunities for money have been rolling in. I'm currently testing out an app right now that is that will pay me $5 after I take a survey. And then if I decide to do an interview with them, a video interview, then I will get an additional $10. And then they also have a giveaway where they're giving away $50 to the winner. So that would be $65 in total. And I was like, oh my God, like the money is coming. And I also have a person who's renting out my parking stall right now downstairs. And that's about $100 each month. So the money is coming in. It's coming in, and I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for all the money that has come in so far, and I'm paying off my debt. It's slow and steady, but I am almost there. So I just wanted to share that update with all of you, because I also know that as an entrepreneur, you're gonna worry a lot about your expenses, and there are so many different solutions out there you can explore. Like you can definitely do like a business loan or personal loan, or take out another credit card if you need to, or rely on your family and friends or your loved ones, or get another job, or do whatever it is, right? Like the solutions are infinite, they're endless, right? And I think like you can definitely do it in the way that feels good to you every single time, as long as like you're feeling good. So I hope that helps with what you're seeking and what you need. And thank you all so much for watching and for listening. I appreciate you all. Keep on manifesting, and I will see you all next time for another From 9 to 5 to Entrepreneur vlog. Bye.